Hello and welcome to Catholic News Roundup. I'm Christine Niles. Here are this week's top stories. Pope Benedict's former aide was ecstatic over the election of Pope Leo XIV. Archbishop Georg Ganswein, personal secretary to Pope Benedict, told Italian paper Corriere della Sera, "Now a new phase is beginning. I perceive a certain widespread relief. The season of arbitrariness is over. We can begin to count on a papacy capable of guaranteeing stability and relying on existing structures without overturning and upsetting them." He also welcomed the Pope's return to the papal apartment, saying, "I am pleased to think that in the evening in the Apostolic Palace, the Pope will turn on the light and people will know that he is there." And Cardinal Rainer Maria Welke of Cologne, Germany, well known as an Orthodox prelate, also welcomed Leo's election, describing him as a spiritual, devout person who can listen attentively. He advances a cause through intelligent questioning. He is engaging and connects. He doesn't act in a hurtful or personally humiliating manner. Cardinal Gerhard Müller is also expressing joy, saying he is content with Pope Leo. In an interview with the Associated Press, he said he was convinced that he will overcome these superfluous tensions damaging for the Church. An Orthodox theologian, Müller was sacked by Pope Francis from the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith in 2017. He expressed hopes that Leo will heal the liturgical divide. Quote, "We cannot absolutely condemn or forbid the legitimate rite and form of the Latin liturgy. According to his character, I think Leo is able to speak with people and to find a very good solution that is good for everybody." Vice President J.D. Vance, who's been the target of some of then Cardinal Prevost's past tweets, said, "I'm sure he's going to say a lot of things that I love. I'm sure he'll say some things that I disagree with, but I'll continue to pray for him and the Church despite it all and through it all." Vance, along with Secretary of State Marco Rubio, will attend the papal inaugural Mass May 18th. Meanwhile, seminarians in the Pope's former diocese of Chiclayo in Peru erupted when they learned he was elected. In that vein, the Vatican is launching a new series on Latin chant. Titled "Let's Sing with the Pope," the series is produced by the Pontifical Institute for Sacred Music, with short primers on Latin responses in the Mass.
Let's sing it together. Pater noster, qui es in celis. It's beautiful. Let's do it one more time. Pater noster, qui es in celis.
This comes after Pope Leo offered his first papal Mass in Latin.
Ut corpus et sanguis fiant Filii Tui Domini nostri Iesu Christi, cuius mandato ec mysteria celebramus.
Chanted the Regina Caeli.
Ora pro nobis Deum. Alleluia.
And offered the apostolic blessing in Latin.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Tante grazie.
Latin is the official language of the Latin Rite Church. In other papal news, the pontiff has been consecrated to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. On Tuesday, the feast of Our Lady of Fatima, the Bishop of Fatima consecrated Pope Leo and his pontificate to the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
Dare gloria ao Senhor pelos séculos dos séculos. Amen.
And video from 2019 shows then Bishop Prevost consecrating Peru to the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary, as he knelt before the pilgrim statue of Our Lady of Fatima in his diocese of Chiclayo. Turning to politics, President Donald Trump is being hailed for his historic speech in Saudi Arabia. In Riyadh Tuesday, Trump gave what some are calling the most important presidential address in decades, rejecting U.S. interventionism in the Middle East.
Before our eyes, a new generation of leaders is transcending the ancient conflicts of tired divisions of the past and forging a future where the Middle East is defined by commerce, not chaos, where it exports technology, not terrorism, and where people of different nations, religions, and creeds are building cities together, not bombing each other out of existence. We don't want that.
It's a marked departure from the Bush, Obama, and Biden administrations, whose foreign policy pushed war in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia has pledged to invest $600 billion in U.S. trade deals. Trump also marked a willingness to make a deal with Iran as well as with the Houthis.
We're seeing conflicting reports that they plan on continuing to attack Israel in support of Gaza. Does that change the equation?
No, I don't know about that, frankly, but I know one thing: they want nothing to do with us, and they've let that be known through all of their surrogates, and very strongly.
Media speculate this marks a break with Israel, who's pressured the U.S. to bomb Iran. In other news, a bill to defund Planned Parenthood has failed in the U.S. House. On Friday, the House Budget Committee voted 21-16 against the measure, which would have stripped the abortion giant of federal funding, among other things. In 2023, under Biden, Planned Parenthood received more than $700 billion in federal funding. Planned Parenthood's latest annual report reveals it ended the lives of more than 400,000 unborn last year alone, while generating more than $2 billion in revenue. That's this week's Catholic News Roundup. Please visit stellamaris.media and sign up to our email list for the latest news and updates. That is stellamaris.media. Please help me to grow this channel by liking and sharing this content. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless your week. I'm Christine Niles.